about Hitler and the Nazi past, the downfall. Is this something for Italian directors too, to explore the dark parts of Italy's past?
The question is for the director? Okay.
Ma guarda, noi penso che siamo stato come cinema, il cinema italiano è stato il primo cinema in assoluto a indagare sulla propria storia.
Was the first cinema that started to dig into its own past.
È proprio questa
In our
tradizione.
filmography, it's really part of our tradition.
Noi nel dopoguerra, il grande
In the
cinema
after-war
italiano, il
period,
neorealismo di Rossellini,
Neo-realism Rossellini
indagava sulle pieghe
dug into the worst
difficili della nostra
parts
società, anche De Sica.
of our society. De Sica did so as well, but there's Rossi as well, one of the masters of political cinema. And that means that we end up in a setting which is almost unique in world cinema. Italian filmmakers have looked at the politics of those years absolutely ruthlessly. Rossi was a real role model for great American directors. They said that they learned from Rossi how to really get into the guts of their narratives. We were real masters of that kind of cinema. I mean, not me, but our directors in the past, the masters of bygone days. And we're continuing that tradition. Our country is continuing to look at our history through the eyes of cinema. It wasn't just a short period, and I'm glad as well that here in Berlin, there, at the festival as well, there are interesting films like the one I saw yesterday, where there's this pitiless eye of cinema turning its gaze on the evil parts of history. And this kind of work is certainly continuing. Any more questions? I've got another question for Sandro Petralia. Now, of course, this film doesn't grapple directly with the current political situation in Italy, but nonetheless, one might say it's a kind of prophecy. There's one sentence, almost at the end of the film, where the man who has been in charge of the Secret Service side of things in the film. He says, after the fall of the wall and in the end of the Cold War, the political system and the role of people who've held power to date is going to be completely turned on its head. Politics isn't going to play a particular role, but political interests are, and of course you can read that as a prophecy, can you not? And I think that it's not just a coincidence that you have this sentence there. I think it does have something to do with the current political situation in Italy. Yes.
Questo piccolo sassolino dovendo indicare qualche
We
cosa
put
che sarebbe
this
continuato
little
dopo il
grain
film.
of sand in there
Abbiamo
to,
pensato
in a sense, irritate, to lead you to start thinking about this after the film as well.
Oppure che stava arrivando il tempo
I wanted to make clear
della
that
mediocrità.
the age of mediocrity was arriving. This man,
Ignobile
who
che a noi fa
is
profondamente
an
ribrezzo,
unworthy man who disgusts us
è
profoundly.
una di quelle persone che hanno la capacità di
He's one of
guardare
those
anche
figures
nel
who's
male, che ha
capable
coraggio di
of
guardare
looking evil
nel male, visto che lo
straight in
conosce
the
bene,
eye.
visto che ne è
He's
un
familiar
autore, o comunque
with
un
it.
orchestratore del male.
He's one who pulls the strings of evil. He knows where to send these evil figures, how to manage evil, and how it all functions, how the mechanisms work. It's as if at the end of the film he realizes that that era has drawn to a close. It came to a close with the end of the Cold War, with the end of the two Cold War superpowers. Going back to something I said before, I believe that what awaits our country is something more modest, more mediocre. If someone wants just to see a reference directly today, of course, that's up to them. They're free to do so. Okay, one last question, please.
Salve, avevo solo un paio di domande.
Just a few questions. One for the director.
Una domanda sola.
Just one.
Vabbè, allora poniamo quella più importante. Diciamo
Okay,
che
most important question then. I saw the film in Italy when it was released a month ago, but the thing that really struck me was that the last scene, that sequence on the beach with the boys, and so I wonder if it doesn't really add too much of a rhetorical note, doesn't give too much of an idea of closure of the circle going full circle. It's almost as if the film were depicting, somehow underpinning the whole of it, some kind of choice. I don't really know how to put this. Putting some kind of message. There's the kids running on the beach, and I just wonder what message that's supposed to be. Well, it's a director's choice. I come from a theatre background. I like to give the Shakespearean touch to things, history, but nonetheless time goes by and people continue to be crazy. There's thieves chased by the police, but those who chase the thieves do so in a way that's almost ridiculous. So I don't think that the audience is going to say the film was nonsense because the last scene is perhaps a little frivolous. Well, let me add one thing, actually. I mean, there's nothing wrong with things going full circle. Perhaps that's the point that you were making. Are you talking about the very, very last image? Yes. Well, I think that Pasolini, if you saw Pasolini's films, if you look at the last shot, it says everything. There's one film where it says everything ends where it begins, Greek tragedy. And De Cataldo wrote a novel where the chapters are titles that refer back to Greek tragedy. So I think that the end is actually very consistent with the rest of the movie, but of course it's up to you if you want to have a different opinion. Well, that brings us to the end of this press conference. Just as we just talked about the end of the film, thank you very much. Thank you very much to our guests and to